hard it is to be comfortable with silence as a comic on stage?
Dude, they can't do it, man.
But once you get to that level of comfort where you're like, I know this is funny. You guys don't have to laugh. I know it's funny. They know it's funny, you know, and then they're like, oh, maybe this is funny. Maybe I'm wrong.
Because I do believe in people having to be trained. I believe that you got to be, some people that are never been to comedy on a certain level have to be trained to what comedy is and what stand-up comedy is. Because people watch so much social media, they think it's going to be like that. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, if someone's never been to a comedy show before, they're going to act, they might not even laugh out loud the whole time. They just don't know that that's what they're supposed to do.
Right. Some people think they're supposed to talk to you. That's why your videos are so good. Like,
I think they're helping the show.
Yeah. I don't need your help. Well, I thought you did. I don't. I really don't.
I'm just helping you out, bro.
Yeah. Hey, so Howard, explain to me how the cruise ships work. How does that? I mean, that's kind of like you got to be a special comedian and to have that amount of material. How to go from clean to blue. How to kind of So explain that to me.
A lot of comics really shit on cruise ships, man. They say that's where your career goes to end, but I have personally found it to be a springboard for my comedy. I use it to my advantage because how many times are you going to be able to play a theater with 800 people that are there to see you? It doesn't happen when you're on this level. Nobody knows who I am, but they all show up and I can work on stuff. So when I first got approached to do theater, to do cruise ships is after I won the Boston Comedy Festival. And one of the judges was a cruise ship booker. She's like, yeah, you'd be great for ships. You ever think about working ships? I'm like, well, what are the requirements? She's like, you need to have probably an hour minimum of material. And I said, I have 7 minutes. Can I call you later? And I got her information and I held on to it for 5 years.
Yeah.
And then I hit her back. I said, I think I'm ready. So then I started doing ships, and you have to be able to do squeaky clean. I mean, like
not corporate,
even really
squeaky.
Not even innuendo. Like I'm talking clean.
Wow.
Because there's kids. So you'll have a family show, and there'll be kids from in a stroller all the way up to 97-year-olds. Like the age group of a cruise ship is so grand.
Yeah.
It actually forces you to be a funnier comic because you have to make so many different types of people laugh.
Right.
So I told myself, man, whatever you do, don't write ship material.
Right.
Don't be a ship comic. So I kept writing regular jokes. And I probably got the most complaints out of anybody, negative comment cards. But I got a lot of really good ones that offset it and let me still be a comedian.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, I'm not going to let them change me and water my product down.
Right. That's crazy though. Because I hear so many different stories. Like that's what everybody hear. Oh man, I'm not going to do no cruise ships and all that. I would do cruise ships if I didn't have a family. If I didn't have a family, because it was like, I know for a fact my son is going to go, he's going to go ham. As soon as I'm going a couple of days a weekend, I got to come in and be like, hey dude,
hit the reset button.
Yeah, because my wife is like, he's out of control. Now imagine me being on a boat. I don't know what to say to him. He locked himself in the door. You know, and I was like, I don't want to do the whole, my father's never here. I was like, let me be in your face.
Yeah.
Get you to an age where you understand. And I take him with me. But I would ask you this, if anything that you got out of this whole COVID-19 quarantine, what would it be? What would you say that you
well, the only benefit I've had is because I was already pulling back on the ships. So I was already positioning myself to not have to be gone as much. I wanted to be in LA. I wanted to be grounded. So saved up a bunch of money. And the ships don't look like they're going to be back maybe, till the third quarter of this year. It's going to be a while. So fortunately for me, I wasn't really depending on them anymore. Mm-hmm. But, man, it really makes you the quarantine has been all right for me, even though I'm alone, but it's made me creative in different ways. So I'm not writing stand-up comedy because my comedy comes from life experience. I'm not experiencing anything right now, so I'm not writing a whole lot of stand-up. But I'm writing sketches, chronicles. I just started writing a novel. So I'm going down different avenues that I've always kind of wanted to try, but I never either had the ambition or the time to do.
Right. But you have
so as long as
years.
I think it's a tricky time for artists in general, not just comics, just artists in general, because you know the depression sets in, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like the anxiety, the depression, comedy, entertaining is a drug. And we're all going through withdrawals right now. And it's an easy two-sided coin, man. You can go down one road or another road.
There is liquor right there. I'm like there. My wife is like, and I told her, I said, when I come in, I'm doing the videos. Just let me do this. She's like, what? I'm like, you got to understand this. Like, I'm used to let's go. So I said, I'm creating content. So all this that's spilling, let it spill. And I was like, and the thing is, they different. You know what I mean? It's like when you're around, you just. People who function on an everyday, when they talk to you, my wife was like, you don't go to bed at night. I was like, when have I ever?
Yeah, my mom still thinks it's a hobby, man.
Yeah, my mother said, so when the corona is over, you're going to go back to the doctor's office? I was like, so I've been out of the doctor's office 7 years.
Yeah.
So,
unless you're in it, you just don't get it. You know what I mean? It's a funny thing, man. That's why when I'm on the ships, I gravitate to all the other performers because we're all kind of in the same boat. You know what I mean? Right. And we just gotta stay creative, or you're gonna go crazy.
Right.
Because my mind doesn't turn off. My mind, I lay in bed at night and I'm thinking constantly.
Oh yeah, dude. My wife was like, if you create. So what are you doing? I said, well, I got a teacher interview, comedian, Jokedealersinc. I have a sneaker podcast. I have podcast equipment. So I could do the whole setup. I'm recording. Then she's like, what else? I said, I got merchandise here. I'm going to go ahead and put a link up, sell some shirts.
Yep.
She's like, what? I'm like, yo, do you understand? Like, I'm going to keep myself just embedded in this, so when everything opens back up, I have no choice but to go back and do it. If I
and I do think it's going to separate comics too. I think it's going to separate the people who can do what you're doing from the people that can't. And when this is all said and done, if it lasts 6 months, if it lasts 9 months, it is going to weed out a lot of performers.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, but dude, man, this has been. Landry, yo, you don't even know, man. I rock with you, man. Like, if I ever got to show up somewhere and punch somebody in the face, I'm your dude, man. They be like, yo, where did that dude come from with the glasses? I'm like, yo, Landry hit me up, man. He said he
man.
Knocked in the face.
It's always a pleasure, man. It's always good to see your face, and I'm glad you're doing well,
man. And I rock with you. You too, man. I throw your name up when everybody be talking that mess. I be like, Landry. They be like, oh, yeah. But what about Landry? I'm like, I remember Landry shutting down that Miller Lite joint like it was nothing. I remember everybody was talking that mess. Oh, I'm going to do this. And I remember Landry. They didn't know who he was. Put his hair in the ponytail and and everybody was looking around like, oh, I thought I was going to the next round. You are not going to the next round. Landry is.
That was fun, man.
But yeah, I appreciate you. Oh, do me a favor. Give me your 5 favorite foods. This is gonna be good. You've been all over the world. 5 favorite foods, man.
Pad Thai, I would say, is probably one of them. Pizza, hands down. Curry goat.
Yeah, boy, yes.
Caribbean style, not anything else. They had curry goat, eat oxtail. I gotta go 2 from that genre. I gotta go 2 from that genre, and then probably something Indian like a butter chicken or a chana masala or something.
Hey, but look, this is stuff no one else is saying. Nobody says pad thai. Nobody. I can give you the oxtail, the curry, but nobody said pad thai. I did about 6 of these. Everybody was like, chicken,
chitlins,
macaroni and cheese.
Yo, I try foods everywhere I go. So if I'm in Asia, you best believe I'm trying whatever, except bats. I will not try bats.
I want to thank you.
That's what got us in this problem in the first place.
I want to thank you.
But pad thai, like I'll do all that stuff, like street food, street vendors. I try everything. I've only gotten food poisoning twice. So I think that's a pretty good ratio.
Hey, so let me ask you this. What was the most amazing city that you recommend? If I said, yo, I want to go somewhere, where would you recommend? Like, Hank, you got
Oh, man. Amazing. Rome was crazy. Like the Colosseum.
Yeah.
And just to see the magnitude of that structure. You know what? That's a hard one, man, because I have a lot of favorites. I haven't seen a lot of Europe, but from where I went, Europe is beautiful.
Europe is beautiful.
Greece, Italy, Spain, beautiful countries. I still got to go to Africa, man. I've never been to Africa, and I want to go.
Me neither. That's what, and I was hoping that you were my door to be like, yo, Africa.
I want to go to Africa badly, man.
Me too, man. Me too. So look, man, I want to thank you, dog. This is Landry.
Cheers.
This has been Joke Dealers Inc.'s Hot Five. We've been more than Hot Five, but yo, look, I appreciate you, dude. Hold it down, man. Hold it down, dog.